The first lie I ever caught Daniel in tasted like strawberries and smelled faintly of Chanel No. 5. It was a ghost of a fragrance clinging to the collar of his shirt as I leaned in for our evening kiss. It was not my perfume. It was Maya's. My best friend Maya, the woman who held my hand when my mother died, the godmother to the child Daniel and I never had. That scent was the whisper of betrayal, so soft I almost convinced myself I imagined it. But you cannot unknow a secret once it finds you. Our marriage had been a comfortable 14-year-long Sunday afternoon. Predictable, warm, and safe. Daniel was a good man, or so I believed. He was handsome in that reliable corporate way, with a smile that could sell snow in winter. We had a beautiful home, a perfect routine, and a life that looked flawless from the outside. But that scent was the crack in the glass, the one flaw I could not unsee. The whispers in my mind grew louder. A late night at the office that coincided with Maya's yoga retreat. A private laugh they shared across a dinner table that left me smiling for the wrong reasons. And then, one day, proof appeared in the glow of Daniel's phone screen while he showered. Maya's name. Her words. Last night was, wow. Daniel's reply. She has no idea. I remember staring at those words until they blurred. I felt the floor give way beneath me. I had trusted him completely. I had trusted her even more. And together, they had played with the fragile heart I had placed in their hands. Rage wanted to take over, but I did not scream. I did not throw things. Instead, I smiled. And I began to plan. Maya's husband, Noah, was nothing like Daniel. He was a landscape architect, quiet and kind, with hands that carried the scent of earth and pine. Where Daniel was polished and charming, Noah was steady and real. He saw beauty in simple things, morning light through a window, the color of falling leaves. Maya often spoke of him with amused detachment, as though he were a nice but ordinary man. But I saw something else. I saw a man who listened, who noticed, who cared. My revenge began innocently. At a neighborhood barbecue, Daniel and Maya gravitated toward each other like magnets. Their bodies leaned close, their laughter too intimate. I watched them and turned away, toward Noah, who stood by the drinks table with quiet eyes. I heard you got the city park renovation project, I said. That's amazing. He looked startled that I knew. Oh yes. It's a big deal, he replied. You deserve it, I told him. Your work has soul. You make spaces feel alive. A faint smile touched his lips, the kind that came from being seen. And in that moment, the first seed of something dangerous was planted. Days later, I texted him about a dying plant in my kitchen. He came by to help. Daniel was on a business trip. Maya was at a spa. It all felt too perfect to be coincidence. Noah knelt by the pot, examining the wilted leaves. You are overwatering it, he said softly. Sometimes too much care suffocates what you are trying to keep alive. Our eyes met, and something passed between us, an understanding of what it means to be loved too little and held too tightly all at once. From that day, things changed. We met for coffee, under the pretense of friendship. We talked about books, childhood dreams, and disappointments we had never voiced before. He did not offer solutions. He just listened. He made silence feel safe. What began as revenge turned into something else. Something terrifyingly real. Then, one rainy Tuesday evening, my world broke open again. Daniel had said he would be in meetings all night. 30 minutes later, a friend sent me a photo of him at a downtown bar. Maya was with him. The ache inside me was too deep for tears. Without thinking, I called Noah. "The faucet in my kitchen will not stop leaking," I said, my voice shaking. He came. He did not ask questions. When he saw my face, he understood everything without a word. He held me. He did not try to fix anything. He just held me, and I let go. That night, something between us shifted from comfort to connection. We did not need to say what we both already knew. After that, our secret world began. Every meeting, every look carried the weight of things unsaid. The guilt hummed beneath the surface, but the peace I felt with him was undeniable. He became my quiet place in a storm I could no longer control. Then one morning, everything changed. I woke up feeling different, lightheaded, anxious, and filled with a strange, trembling hope. 2 pink lines on a small plastic test would alter every part of my life. I was pregnant. The math did not lie. It was not Daniel's. When I told Noah, he did not speak for a long time. Then he took my hand and whispered, "We will be okay." But I knew we were not. We were a beautiful disaster waiting to collapse. And collapse it did, at a dinner party that should never have happened. The 4 of us, sitting around one table, pretending everything was fine. Daniel talking about work. Maya, laughing too hard at his jokes. Noah, silent but watchful. Then it happened. Noah looked at me with a tenderness I could not hide. I placed my hand instinctively on my stomach. Maya saw it. Her smile faltered. She looked from my hand to Noah, and I could see the realization dawning in her eyes. She whispered, "Elara, you are glowing. Are you all right?" Daniel turned toward me, confused. "Are you sick, honey?" And that was the moment I stopped pretending. "No," I said softly. "I am not sick." The silence that followed was sharp enough to cut glass. Maya's face drained of color. Daniel stared at me, then at her, then at Noah. The truth unraveled in front of them like a storm tearing through everything we had built. Words flew. Accusations. Denials. Tears. The lives we had all built on lies came crashing down in one long, shattering night. That was 6 months ago. The divorces were messy. The friendships were beyond repair. Daniel and Maya tried to stay together, but a love built on betrayal cannot survive its own reflection. They fell apart. Now, I live in a small apartment that smells of fresh paint and new beginnings. Noah is here most nights. Our love is fragile, imperfect, but it is real. We are 2 people learning how to breathe again. Sometimes guilt finds me. Sometimes peace does. But when I feel the tiny kicks of the life growing inside me, I remember that even from pain, something pure can rise. Noah paints the nursery walls a soft yellow. The sunlight spills across his face, and for the first time in years, I believe in possibility again. Because maybe, just maybe, broken hearts can still build something beautiful. What would you have done if you were in my place? Would you walk away the first time you smelled betrayal, or would you fight fire with fire? Tell me in the comments below. And if you were drawn into this story, do not forget to like this video, turn on your notification bell, share it with someone who loves dramatic stories, and subscribe for more tales of love, secrets, and second chances. Until next time, remember that even in the quietest homes, the loudest secrets still echo.